All righty. We've done the square. We've cut the hole. Now we have the clay around it. What we're going to try to do now is I'm going to work a horizon line across the face. I'm going to divide it in the middle the way we always do. And then the bottom of the nose, a line for the mouth, and some of you see the face shaping up already. All right, then those are my primary shapes, number 2. Then I'll come back with the secondary shapes. Now this will only take literally a moment. All right, I hope you guys can see this. The angle looks pretty good. I think that you can. Okay, here I go. I'm going to divide this in the middle, and then I'm going to come back over it this way. And I'm going to hold that up so you guys can see it good. Luckily, the gift of dyslexia, I'm working upside down backwards. All right, it's a gift. Okay, let's see how good I am at this. I may have talked too much. All right, how could that have happened? Okay, on this line, I go in, and as you can see, all I have done is create a right angle. All right, come over here, and I'm going to do this again. Okay, I'm going to create a right angle. All right, those of you still awake are probably catching on to me already. See here? Okay, now, halfway down, this is on the halfway mark, halfway between here and here, just like math, this is a half, I'm going to cut in half again and press up. Okay, there is my nose already. Eye sockets, nose. Now, the lower quarter here, third actually, I am going to break up into 1, 2, 3 parts. Here I go. Now, using this very, very simple tool, I'm going to move over here a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And there we go. I've broke it up into thirds. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Do you see the face forming already, guys? Piece of cake. Now I'm going into my secondary shapes. These are primary. Forehead, cheeks, nose. This is the mouth. Now I'll go into my secondary shapes. Okay? That's going to be starting the lips. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this up here. Watch it come flying off the board so you guys can see me. I'm actually being dishonest. I'm holding it up so I can see it. Okay, here we go. Halfway down between the nose and the outside of the face, that's about halfway. I'm not too big into math. I'm going to put a groove using the edge of this tool like a knife blade. I'm going to put a groove right there. Do the same thing on the other side. All right. Put a little notch here in the center. And there are my lips. That was so easy, it's almost embarrassing. It's like a magician giving away all my secrets. Here I go. Now here comes the lower lip. Again, using this tool like a bulldozer, I'm touching the edge. If it were a knife, that would be the edge. And I'm going to just go in there, and like a bulldozer, I'm going to push up a little bit. All right, excellent. There's my lower lip. Now, while I've got it here, I'm going to put the brow on. I'm going to use my thumb. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to create an eye socket so the eyes can go back into the head and not stick out of the head like cartoon characters and some of those really ugly dogs that have those bulging eyes. Okay, like somebody tried to inflate them or something. Okay, here we go. There's my eye sockets. Now, might as well, while I got you guys here, using one of my favorite tools here. These pins are wonderful. This is my show vest when I go out and do shows around the country. I use this pin all day long as a sculpting tool, and then I let people sign their names to checks, and they still work. It's amazing. All right, here we go. There's the nose. Okay, easy enough, guys? Now the fun begins. Okay, and there's my face. I got all my necessary parts. Meanwhile, back to the drawing board. I'm going to switch over to green. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay. We just put in the nose and the eye sockets, the philtrum, the upper lip. Upper lip is always shown as dark because the light comes from above, like the sunlight or lights in your house, it goes in. There's our chin. These are our cheek lines. Okay. Now, we're going to do the leaves. Guys, this is so much fun. Now, you got to watch me close. You got to watch this really close. This is too easy. Now, looking at my own face, like hair is shingle, one going over the other, like shingles on the roof, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'll hold this one up so you can see. I'm going to do these lower leaves first and come up, starting at the bottom and working my way to the top, okay? I'm going to take this small amount of clay here, and I'm going to roll what I call mustache. I use that term. There's probably an actual physics term, but I relate to this. Mustache. See, fat in the middle, skinny on both ends. That guarantees me, with my bad math, 2 equal pieces, okay? Now, I cut that in 2. I have 2 equal pieces. Strangely enough, my students have the hard time with this, but I'll demonstrate it nice and slow. I'm using these 3 fingers to grab this with. You see that? That's pretty darn easy, right? Now, I'm going to throw it at the table at a 45-degree angle. Perfect. I'm going to do it again. I don't know why, but when I'm teaching young boys, and even some of the women, they miss the table and hit me. I don't know, they're just bad angles.
Together. Nice combination. Originally, on the pyramids and the Parthenon, sculpture was painted, so you could have painting and sculpture together. Okay. There we go. Now, this one, what I would love to do is come back and put more delicate detail. These are the coarse pieces that I've done. And I'm going to do a little review. The ex-school teacher in me, I always think it's good to review. So we're going to go back, and I'm going to tell you what I did. So tell you what I'm going to do it, and tell you what I did. So here I go. I'm going to move over to the blackboard here and just check for understanding, as it were. Okay. Square. We cut the face. We did the face shapes, and then we started working the leaves. All right? That's all the time that we have for this week. Hope you guys will tune back in next week when we're going to do chicken pots. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.